Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jam DeMatteis, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I love Ben Reilly.
Don't we all?
I like him. I don't know if I love him. I like him.
Come on.
All right. Show, Dave. Come on.
Well, as you can tell from those voices, it's the end of the month, kids. All right, welcome back to another Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Australia's finest, we have the High Priest of Conchu himself, Ray.
Hello, everybody. It's like a fine 4X or Foster's. Dave and I just age. We go off in the sun. That's what we do.
And yes, no internet can hold him. It is the Signal of Dooms. Dave, how are you doing, Dave?
I'm good. I'm coming from Wayne Manor, my other property, and the hair's up. I'm shrouded in darkness, and I've come to play. And, I mean, I've also been in, and I didn't even realize this, I've been in Facebook jail, and I didn't even know. And if Facebook jail is fake, people are saying they're in Facebook jail. Is Facebook jail just not being able to share stuff? Because what happened to me.
It's pretty much it. I don't know if can you see anything, but I know you can't comment and stuff. Yeah,
I could see shit and I could post stuff, but I could.
What
comment,
did you do?
But what haven't I done? You know, and but like, what happened was I normally spam out the episodes, and then I suddenly couldn't do that. But I had to go through a more complicated route to do it. And I was like, this is a lot of hassle. And then I noticed this tonight, I can now do back to what I normally do. So get ready, internet, to be spammed again. I've been apparently in jail for about 2 weeks, and I didn't even know. I didn't even realize I was in prison.
It's because you were looking up because of that Jennifer Love Hewitt stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I do want to mention, I know we're on Phil's show here about Ultimate Spider-Cast. Maybe not a direct relation, but there's a reboot of I Know What You Did Last Summer coming, starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, who's still going strong. And as I was saying to Ray on the 5-hour show we just recorded, if you look Jennifer Love Hewitt 2023, she's still looking fine. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, in the 90s, one of the biggest things about Jennifer Love Hewitt, her appeal, was her breasts. Everyone knows this. She had a fantastic pair of breasts. And I just thought to myself, this, topless. I mean, what about putting her topless into the new movie? It's going to be a huge hit. All the old fans are going to rush to see this film.
It's a new generation, people.
Yeah, but like a new generation's going to enjoy that as well. And then the old generation's also going to enjoy it. Everyone's going to have a good time. And she's going to earn bank. And so I typed it into the internet, and I couldn't see any topless scenes she's ever had. So this could be the first one. I'm just putting it out there as an idea, Hollywood. There you go. That's all I have to say. That's how I am, Phil, and that's your question.
Oh, I know. I believe Jennifer Love Hewitt is a national treasure. Yes, thank you.
She sure is.
And how are you, Phil? Are you
good?
good?
I'm great. Yes. I was just thinking if Dave hasn't heard it, he should listen to Salty and Petty episode 7, where
I will.
Yeah, me, Lilith, and Justin talk about the hottest people in Hollywood. So yes, Jennifer Love Hewitt was like my top pick.
I agree with most of your list, Phil.
Throw me another name off that list, because I'm glad you got Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's on mine. Throw me another name.
Oh my God!
Phil, who was
Uma Thurman? Oh, is this from the 90s or now?
No, from whenever, right?
It was pretty much whenever. A lot of them were more current. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She's a new one to my list, Dave. Alexandria Daddario.
Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking of. Phil.
Yes.
If you look up Dave,
she's in the Love Hewitt camp. She's dark hair. She has
striking eyes,
great lung capacity. So you would like her.
Oh, I've seen her. She's got the crazy eyes. Yeah, I've seen this chick before. Yeah,
great eyes.
No, she's she's nice. Yeah, she's.
But I mean, you know what? Now that he's out of Facebook jail, I want to see that at the top of the Signal of Doom Facebook page. Just the quote, maybe a picture of Dave, and the quote. It's like, "What haven't I done, Dave?"
Yes.
Well, I mean, look, Ray tries to keep me on a tight leash, but I always drift off. I mean, we did 300 episodes of Signal of Doom, and we did a celebration
fresh.
anniversary. And I brought in Ray, and I brought in Connor, and obviously Rich was there and myself. Well, we did 5.5 hours, guys. and when I got to the end of that, I was still talking. I was talking to myself.
It was fun. It was good. Yeah. It was
great. A few
only
arguments,
the crack of dawn. Crack of dawn was the only thing that stopped us.
Yeah,
the sunrise.
And then I had, so get this, Phil. So I went from that marathon, and I had a few hours sleep, and I had to get up, and I interviewed Roy Thomas.
Oh,
in the morning, and I interviewed him, and it was a very strict. You've got 45 minutes, and I got all my questions in. We had a really good chat, 45 minutes. So that's coming up on Signal in the next 24 hours, guys.
Did you ask about Party of Five as well? Or?
We covered a lot of topics. We got into the creation of Wolverine and
Nice.
obviously a lot of Conan chat because he did Conan for so long. So there was a lot of Conan chat. Avengers got a mention and plenty of stuff. I got through a lot. I got
Iron
pretty
Fist.
No Iron Fist.
Ah.
Phil, you'd know this from interviewing all these different people. Some of them, you have, say, an hour and a half or 2 hours.
yeah.
But when you've got 45, I had my questions very exact. There was no preamble. It was just like, boom, there you go. Let him run. Boom, let him go, let him run. And just like that.
Yeah.
And, it was crazy.
Be like,
Especially
he's giving like a really thoughtful answer. You're going, yeah. Okay, next
great.
question.
That's great. I'm just like, that's great. Whatever you said. Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
Especially when you have like a legend like that, and you only have a certain amount of time. It's like, damn, when do I
can't
ask him?
small talk.
There's so many characters I want to ask him about, and so many stories, and I only got this amount of time.
Yeah, and I do a little bit of research, and I knew he had all that Conan, and because I'm such a Conan fan, and Red Sonja got a mention, and I think people enjoyed the episode. It was cool. He was good fun,
I have a big interview coming up this week. I'm talking to Todd Stashwick, who is on this. It just started on Thursday, the final season of Picard, Star Trek Picard.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
I mean,
That's
talk about
really
big.
cool.
I was like talking to PR people and stuff. Yeah.
Wow, nice
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's excellent.
Cool.
So, have you done that yet, or is it coming?
No, it's coming on Wednesday. Yeah.
Man, I'll check that out. That sounds awesome. So, is he in the new season?
Yeah. He's in the new season. Yeah.
'Cause in the new season, I've heard that they've got a lot of the original cast.
Oh yeah, it's like the original. I mean, the only one episode's been out so far. They all haven't showed up yet, but yeah.
Sweet.
I
I'll
mean,
check
you-
that season out, man.
Todd's basically he plays like a starship captain who's basically like a dick to like Picard and Riker in the first episode. Well, so again, there's only been one episode so far, but yeah.
Cool.
You've had a lot of
That's
success.
excellent.
Yeah, you've had a lot of success with Silver Screen. But you had that actor. She was from. I can't remember. She was in a DC TV show.
Oh,
You interviewed her?
yeah. From Peacemaker.
that-
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
And
Who
that
did she
YouTube
play?
thing got
Chang,
massive
yeah.
hits. Yeah.
Who did she play in Peacemaker? Which one?
She was the female cop.
You know what? I remember you telling me this. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
She was good. She was actually
Oh,
really good.
great.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Wait. So did that take a lot of, to get that kind of interview? Did it take quite a bit of going back and forth, or?
Sometimes like I'll reach out to the people, like it was the case this time with Todd, and like I was like, oh hey, can we get an interview? And he was like, oh sure. He's like, yeah, I'd love to. He goes, but he's doing so many interviews. He's like, yeah, just reach out to my PR people, tell them we spoke. He's like, but they're like scheduling all my interviews. I'm like, okay,
That's
Cool.
yeah.
Wow. That gives me hope for Hugh Jackman, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna reach
Oh,
out
huge.
again to Hugh Jackman. Like, come on, man. Like,
He'll do. I mean,
ready
he-
anytime.
When that Deadpool 3 marketing train leaves the station, it's rife, Dave. Just strike.
That's it, man. That's it, dude. And I even said to Roy Thomas, I said Hugh Jackman. I said he's one of Australia's greatest exports.
Yeah.
I just said I said he's an absolute legend. He's one of Australia's greatest exports. And Roy Thomas was like, yeah, sure, why not?
You sure?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw Quantumania this week.
Give me your review.
Oh,
because
I'm saying it on Tuesday.
I liked
Yeah.
it. I liked it. I think you'll like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I think I will too. I've heard all the spoilers, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to fucking roll.
Yeah, I mean
You know?
I mean, there's action. I mean, it's only like 2 hours and 6 minutes. So I mean, they get to it. I mean, they're not like
Are there?
dragon or something. Yeah.
I mean, without spoiling, are there a lot of guest cameos and stuff? Or
No, not really.
okay,
Well, I mean, there's some Easter eggs, and
Mm.
again, a lot of it takes place in the quantum realm.
yeah. No,
again,
yeah.
you-
I meant like like Doctor Strange or someone. Or,
No,
like
no,
other. No, there's no. Okay.
No.
But
No.
remember, Ray, we covered it on the show.
Yeah.
Spoilers, kids. The end spoiler of the
Yes.
council.
Yeah.
Which I think sounds so cool.
Yeah.
The Council of Kangs or
Yep.
whatever. Yeah, I thought that
Yeah, with the reference.
What,
I
what does
mean,
it actually mean? Does that just mean lots of them?
Yeah,
I
like
think so.
different
Yeah,
Kang
variants,
and
yeah.
stuff. Oh yeah,
That's cool.
you see some of the more famous ones too.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I know that Kang is also a Mortis or something.
Yeah, he's a Mortis.
Yeah.
He's Rama Tut. Yeah.
Ramatat, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I think that sounds cool.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Majors is very good in that. Yeah.
He's the same
Sw-
guy who
it's-
played him in Loki, wasn't he?
Yeah, the one,
Yes,
the
yeah.
one, yeah. Except
wonder
here,
if
he's more like, I'm a warlord. I'm gonna
Yeah,
conquer.
he's
Well,
more
he's a bad
angry.
version, right? Like he's the evil,
Oh, yeah,
evil,
I
evil
mean-
version. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
Good.
literally like, he's
Good.
burned timelines to the ground and
Yeah,
conquered, and oh yeah.
Does it
That's he's an inspiration to me, really. I mean, yeah, that's
So
the
is-
character I relate to.
so is he? Would you say, Phil, with this one outing, I guess, is he up there as big as villains like Thanos? Like, because
Oh, yeah,
Thanos had so much
he-
weight, really. Okay.
He's gonna be the new Thanos for like this phase or whatever. Yeah.
But he comes across as that, yeah.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Does he wear the armor, the face mask, and all that?
He does wear the armor, and like when he powers up, it's almost like the blue thing's almost like a force field. But yeah, you
Yeah,
do see him with blue face sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Kang's costume in the comics is awesome. I've always
Yeah, but he
loved
does
it.
wear the green and purple armor. Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to check this out. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it
I know he's got like the scars that were hearkening to the costume, like
Yeah.
down his face, Dave. So
Mhm.
he's got scars on his face.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
find Kang really interesting. I haven't read tons of him, but I think he seems like a really interesting villain.
Yeah. I mean, like Dave, we had this discussion on the signal, and yeah, I'm
You'll learn
waiting
more
to be
on it, I have to.
convinced. Yeah.
But he's because when him and Scott Lang first meet, Kang has killed so many Avengers and alternate
Yep.
timelines and stuff. He's like, first he's like Scott's like, I'm an Avenger. He's like, have I killed you before? He's like, are you the one? He's like, are you the one with the hammer? And Scott's like, no, we always get confused. No,
Okay.
but yeah. No, it is good. It is good. Oh, and
I'm
MODOK is
looking
in it.
forward to
There's an MC
Yeah,
twist on
I-
it. Yeah.
I know
heard
that
about
was kind
MODOK.
of spoiled.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Is Swarm in it?
No.
Swarm. Is Ben Reilly?
No, I wish. All
I
right.
actually, we did a news item. We did a news item that Sony and Spider-Verse claimed to have 800 characters, and the
900.
joke was is 900. Is it 900 variations on Peter Parker?
Yeah. It's 900 films right there.
I can't wait for that next Across the Spider. Yeah, was it Across the
Yeah,
Spider?
Across the
film?
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking
exactly.
so forward to it.
I think
love
we're
that-
getting.
that first
Yeah, I like the first one, but I think we're getting Spider-Man 2099 in this one.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And
Jessica
and more
Drew.
Spider-Gwen as well, but more Spider-Gwen, I hope, because I love her.
Yep. Yeah.
She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's
She
good.
is. I really like her. I think she's got a great design.
Great
I
aesthetic,
actually think
yeah. Great look.
Yeah, I think she's fantastic. I think I may have said this to you guys before, but I think they should use her when they can't use Peter Parker in the Sony films. When they don't want to use Peter Parker, I think they should use her. I think she's a
Yeah.
great sort of like-for-like replacement.
Jessica
yeah.
Drew.
Oh,
Yeah, I know you've got that podcast, Ray, but no. Like,
what are you talking about, Dave? I mean, comic book Jessica Drew. She got that Jennifer Love Hewitt energy. Come on.
Yeah,
I guess,
absolutely.
but if Jennifer Love Hewitt played her, I'd be.
Oh,
That's a good cast. It's good casting.
then you'd see me turning up at the cinema with.
I was gonna say you'd see me and Dave on To Know Her Is to Fear Her talking that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be a regular on Ray's show then, like scene by scene, Ray.
Yeah, exactly.
Reviews.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all good.
No,
So,
no, no.
Swarm,
Swarm, I know. All right.
the
Swarm.
big bad,
Yeah.
the big bad. Maybe he's the big bad behind the whole Clone Saga. You know, and maybe
Could
the
be.
next phase of Marvel as well.
Who knows? Who knows
He's a
behind
dangerous
it
little
all?
bastard. He's a dangerous little bastard with all the bees.
He is, and he isn't. Like, yeah,
He's a
but
tricky
he
customer.
does look. Yeah, he does. He does look quite dangerous when he gets hold of that institute for sure. But yeah,
So yeah,
And
two
he had some
issues since-
prior relationships with Spider-Man. They clashed in the past, it seems.
yeah.
Oh yeah, how did you like that? Where it's just like okay. Well, I mean, we could talk them both as a whole because it's only 2 issues,
Yeah,
Sensational 9 and 10. But yeah, when Ben comes to near the bees and they kind of avoid him, and he's like, "What did I spray my costume with a can of Raid?" And
Raid,
it's like, yes, that's what Peter Parker did when he fight. Goes.
I
So
thought
it's
that
like,
was actually cool because
I want to
like
read that.
They
Yeah.
remembered
mhm.
Peter Parker. They remembered Spider-Man, and they were kind of avoiding him. I thought that was actually cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
do
he's,
like that. I do like that with this era because, like, even there are stories where Ben's just like, "Oh, have you fought?" Asking Peter, "Have you fought this guy before? What have you done?" And just I kind of like that whole vibe.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it worked well, and I also liked what was her name, Desiree. She came on real strong in the Daily Grind.
Well, she kind of really turned around. I mean, you love that, when you Dave, the Daily Grind. She
I was thinking that
With Desiree.
exactly, Ray. Actually, yeah. I
but
just
she
liked
she
it,
really turned around, didn't she? Like
Oh,
because she was really on the yeah on the exterior, like she was very, I guess, surface. I don't know, what do you call it? Very
standoffish.
trite, standoffish. Really
Had
into
she
herself.
been in it before? Had she
Yeah,
been in
yeah,
it
yeah.
before? Okay,
Yeah.
'cause I thought so, and then she rolled up, and it was just like she wanted a one-way trip to Pound Town.
But she was-
And I was available and ready.
Dave's go and put me in this comic. Yeah.
Good thing is,
Good
thing this was probably digital. I don't want Dave getting any paper cut there.
No, but like
punching a
she
hole
ca-
in the page.
She came out from nowhere. She came from nowhere, and she was all about Ben Reilly, and he couldn't believe his luck, and neither could I.
Yeah. No, she'd been kind of around a little bit, right?
floating
Phil,
around.
we covered it
Yeah,
before.
she showed up before. I mean,
She hung around the cafe. But
yeah, like when
she,
Jessica was around. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the first time that she has really made it like a genuine, like honest approach to Ben and trying to connect with him a bit more. Yeah, she was pretty cool.
She bought tickets to Rent, and
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
in my mind, promised sex, and I was like,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's do it.
I loved
Fuck
how
Swarm.
like
I thought it was like screw Swarm, like let the city be annihilated by bees.
I liked how they the writer did the old 1-2 of that. Like she said, oh, I know why you're being standoffish to me, and it's like, oh, but then she connected to Jessica and the recent relationship, so everyone breathes a big sigh of relief that she doesn't know his secret identity. But yeah, I'd like it that she's willing to give it a go with Ben. So
Did you notice, readers and Ray and Phil, that when the thing went off and they said everyone who's telepathic gets a migraine, Jean Grey got one, but so did, what's her name, Desiree got one.
Yeah.
In the thing.
They kind of hinted around that maybe she had psychic powers because she even showed up once or twice after the Clone Saga, but it's like they never really went anywhere with
they never
it.
did
but
anything more.
Yeah, they'll hint around that maybe she has
They
psychic
tease
powers,
it,
but they really don't do anything with it.
Yeah, they just tease it and stuff, but still, it was fun.
Yeah, again, the tie-in with Onslaught I thought was clever. Like the whole idea that Swarm was all discombobulated was because of the events in Onslaught, and so that's why he's kind of what is it to do? Something to do with magnetics or something, or magnets or something?
Magnetic fields or something.
Magnetic fields.
Yeah,
So he's
like
got
a whole
vibrations,
psionic storm. Yeah, and that's
yeah.
the hive mind and
So,
stuff.
It's like check out Onslaught 6 or something. Like,
yeah.
No thanks.
But it was a pretty clever way of introducing Swarm into a story. I mean, I don't know how many appearances he's done. Have you read any more, Phil or Dave? But like, it
I've
seems to
never
be
ever,
always the
I've
same.
never ever read him. I've never read him in my
Okay,
life. This is
it's
my
always the
first time
same.
appearance.
You get like the little origin story of him,
Yeah.
and then off he goes trying to do his thing.
Well, he's Swarm, man. He just, he wants to take over the world with bees. I mean, there's only so far you can go with that.
Exactly. I
I
like
like
him
how
as
they say
as a villain. Yeah,
no, he's cool. He's
he's a good
kind of
villain.
like a lamer kind of Sandman or something. He reminded me of
Yeah,
Sandman, how he could form the fist.
but he's memorable, right? Yeah. So you got
Yeah, he's cool.
Spidey's Rogues Gallery is awesome. Like Swarm, Sandman, Hydra Man,
What if Sony
Goblin.
greenlit a Swarm movie? No Spider-Man, just Swarm.
Oh, lovely.
That's gonna be a Sony one, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
Sony.
yeah, it is going to be a Sony one. But yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, Ben pretty much doing the hero thing. We get a little bit of Mary Jane and Peter
Oh
Parker.
yeah, did you get that? Yeah, they found
Mm.
out the sex of the baby was a
Yeah.
girl. So
And she's very pregnant now, 8
Oh, yeah.
months. Was this after or before Tom DeFalco's Spider-Girl?
this was before.
Before, yeah.
Because I know May Parker was like Tom DeFalco's one that though was quite a big character in the sort of, I guess, late 90s, 2000s.
Oh yeah, because after the whole clone saga, it's like that
Right,
that
so none of
Spider
that
Girl
had
book is
happened
like
yet,
what if that baby had lived? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm still puzzled as to what's going to happen. Does she just miscarry? Or it's like, that seems pretty hardcore for a Spider-Man book.
She does miscarry, but it is caused by an underling of the mastermind behind the whole thing. So
Yeah.
It just seems like such a fucking heavy topic for a Spider-Man.
It is.
I know,
Yeah,
but it's just like they wanted to get back to status quo. They wanted Peter Parker back as Spider-Man. They wanted to get rid of that baby. So they didn't want them to be parents for some reason.
I'm almost surprised by that though. Like,
I know.
they didn't make the decision earlier. Like, they're really kind of spent a lot of time on this story.
I mean, they're laying the groundwork, aren't they? Like they're decorating the child's bedroom, they're painting, and
big time. Like,
it's kind
it
of
must be heartbreaking. Like,
yeah. Because like the very first issue after the Clone Saga. The very first issue after the Clone Saga. It's like I think it's a DeMatteis Spectacular Spider-Man. They deal with. They lost that baby and
and it's not.
It's just very
I'm saying it's like not. I mean, not to get too much into detail, but it's like a late miscarriage as well. It's not like in the first few weeks of pregnancy. This is like really heavy. Like
at first, she thinks spoiler, she gets poisoned, so she miscarries. At first, she thinks she's going into labor. It's still early pregnancy. Yeah, I know.
So I have a comment. So there's that, which I think is crazy that they're doing that, but they've done it already. It is weird to me how now 2023 Marvel don't want them together in the comics. And you've had CB Cebulski saying, they don't want that. It's never going to happen. Blah blah blah.
People are calling for Zeb Wells' head right now because, like, did you see they announced this week? They're like, I forget what is it, like May or June? They're like, when Amazing 25 and 26 come out, they're like, it's going to be the most shocking thing in 50 years, and everyone's like, wait a minute, why 50 years? And it's like 50 years ago, Gwen Stacy died. They're like, you better not F and kill off Mary Jane,
No, they shouldn't. Hopefully they should. That is pretty bad.
But it is weird to me that CB Cebulski, someone stood up at a con not long ago, like a couple of months ago, and gave a big spiel on why they thought Mary Jane should be with Spider-Man. And I agree. I mean,
absolutely.
Anyway, and his response was, I'm sorry, but you're not going to get the answer that you want. They shouldn't be together because of, and he was just like because of reasons that I can't.
Is he blatantly lying though? Is he just doing that? I mean, are they thinking you reckon?
It seems like they feel like if those two are together, married or not, it just seems like they think it's like ages him or something. But I'm like, there's like 18-year-olds up here that get married. I'm like, how does it?
What
How
about
does a
Yeah.
marriage
Superman and
age
Lois?
somebody?
Think of Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Like they've been married for ages. And
Oh yeah,
But
I mean, New 52, they
Yeah.
took that marriage away, and I mean, they had to bring it back after a few years. There, people demanded.
Actually,
Yeah,
I mean, you raise a good point there, Phil. I think that's a good, especially with the strength that the MC like films have now and the impact it has on comics. Like Spider-Man is quintessentially a young guy in the films,
yeah.
so maybe they don't want to have him. They can't have him like married
maybe that's
to
the
MJ.
reason why. I guess
Yeah,
maybe it's just a directive from Disney that to just
Yeah.
you can't have them together.
Oh yeah, if they had a time machine, I swear they would be like they would not let Stanley get him out of high school in those comics because
yeah.
yeah.
I swear
But
that's what
he's
they.
like Spider-Man is big enough to transcend that. I reckon. You know,
And I mean,
regardless.
I agree.
Yeah.
you want a single Spider-Man. You have Miles Morales. You can do stuff with Ben Reilly. It's
Yeah.
it's not like you can do
Yeah.
both.
I just
Yeah.
find it weird that I guess that they've committed to it for so long. Like I know that they've teased, relationship
Yeah.
between them since it got reversed, but they seem very set in their ways at the moment.
Again, do the compare and contrast where it's like, oh, look, they're like identical twins, but they're so different. Peter's married and stable. Ben Reilly's jumping from woman to woman. You could do stuff like that,
How long has
Yeah,
it been now? Like it must be.
Well, one day
I've lost
was
track.
like
Yeah, when's that?
2000.
What?
Two-
Since
was it two-
what? One more day?
Yeah,
Since they
it's like-
they've split up. Yeah, yeah.
about
Yes, they
2000
did
or something.
December 2007. Yes.
My
2007.
that's a long. That's long.
2007.
Yeah.
Gee, I thought it was even earlier. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because they
What's
Jump
that?
right
My
into
maths might be
anything.
wrong, but that's like 57 years.
Whoa! Take
Well,
your shoes off. You're miscounting, Ray. Take off your shoes.
I've got to say, I've been doing a bit of research since our last show.
Yes,
and-
we know the Jennifer Love Hewitt research. Yes, we know.
Yeah.
No,
Topless,
beyond,
yes.
beyond, yeah, I did do that research, but that was just that. But the Zeb Wells Spider-Man is not being well received in.
Oh yeah. I was looking online, like,
Yeah.
people are complaining, especially like I said after that announcement this week, where they're like, oh, the most shocking thing in
Yeah.
50 years. They're like, who are you killing? Don't kill Mary Jane.
Like-
Like,
Just-
could it be
Like-
more shocking than the dissolution of their marriage?
Fred,
Like, I would have thought
your
that
your
was-
flagship character losing his marriage to the devil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have thought that's pretty shocking.
Yeah, you would think. You would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, what is he gonna lose?
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, what are they gonna do? Like,
Because I was like, unless you kill off Mary Jane, what else is going to be shocking? It's like, if you are they going to kill? Or could they? I mean, maybe they'll kill Aunt May again because she
But I
clearly
wouldn't
she
think
did die
that's
in the
more
last
shocking.
movie. But I'm
I
just like,
wouldn't think
she's
that's more
110
shocking.
years old. How is
Yeah.
that really going to be shocking?
Yeah, exactly. No.
I think Mary Jane is in trouble. Did I read somewhere like an item that Venom was going to become Spider-Man? I thought I read somewhere that
Oh.
Eddie Brock was going to become Spider-Man. I'm sure I read that somewhere.
Isn't he busy being like the King in Black or something? Like the,
He's
yeah.
like a space god
Maybe.
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
I
Space
don't know
God.
what-
So.
I don't know what it was, but I read a thing that Eddie Brock was going to be Spider-Man.
Oh no, you know what I just saw recently? I don't know when it's coming, and maybe it's like in May or June. But I don't know if you guys read that Venom Lethal Protector miniseries that just came out. It was set. It was one of those.
Yeah.
Another one of those miniseries.
Michelini.
set in the
Yeah,
90s.
you know,
Yeah,
I
but
read it. Yeah, I read it.
yeah. Well, they're doing a Lethal Protector 2, I guess. Or another one of those miniseries set in the 90s, but it's going to be Eddie Brock. 90s Eddie Brock Venom versus Doctor Doom.
Oh, cool.
Awesome, really?
Set in the 90s.
I'm
Yeah.
down for that. I'm down for that.
I got to
I
pick that.
actually-
I do like 90s Venom a lot. I do like 90s
I
Venom.
fucking love it. Are you kidding? I
Eating
like
some
90s
brains,
Venom,
yeah,
2000s
buddy.
Venom.
Yeah.
I love Venom. I got my Venom omnibuses out today from a box and put them in the house. Like I've got the 3.
Nice,
omnibuses of the
yes.
original
Hey
Venom.
man, I remember in the 90s before they really started milking Venom. Venom would make like a yearly appearance and just like
Mhm. Yeah.
threaten
Well, now,
people
I mean,
like
now
that.
now he's got a lot more appearances. They're obviously expanding his lore and his character and his history and all that. And that it's cool as well. But I just like the simple 90s. He's got a grudge, a beef against Peter Parker. He's got this moral code, this weird code, and he's just terrifying as a villain. I just love that.
Oh yeah, it was in the 90s. It was terrifying. He knew Peter's identity. He didn't
Yeah.
set off that spider sense. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
could just sneak up on him and
Yeah, there's Eric Larson issues.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
McFarlane. They were he was so scary. It was great. Like he was the villain back then, I think. But yeah. Anyway, things have changed, and he's
definitely
very
gonna check out
popular.
that Michelini thing.
Lethal
yeah.
Protector too. Yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely gonna check out that Michelini one that you're mentioning, Phil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, what did you guys think about that little Easter egg with that gangster guy Jimmy Six? He's like, oh yeah, I need a place to hide out. I'm gonna hide out in your apartment.
In the
Yeah.
in the bath. Yeah,
The bathtub.
yeah. That was a
with,
bit.
Har-
That was
with
it-
Harleen,
that was-
and then she's like Mr. J, and he's like, "Come on, Harleen," and all.
I know. I was like, I know Ray loved that part.
Batman.
Copyright. It was pretty
yeah,
funny.
that was pretty funny. Yeah, that was good.
And Ben Reilly had to cop an eye full of Mr. J, but then he got Harleen, so it's like, okay, I guess.
Oh yeah, a bit of sweet and sour.
To
Yeah,
get like the fat gangster, and then he got her, and he's like, okay.
okay, it's not too bad.
I know, but he was still just pissed because he's like, I got a date. I gotta get ready for a date with a hot blonde. Get out of here.
Yeah, he was grumpy.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to know who that guy is? Like, is that is he?
He was in like one issue we covered real quick. Remember, like they were trying to kill him. It's gonna pop up here soon again. But it's just like the mob was like trying to kill him and stuff. And
Okay, because something I was fascinated by, and if we can just, we can jump back into the main story, but the very end of the story, where is that Harry's wife is going through some files, and she asks that doctor, "What's going on there?" Because that's teasing a big story.
Yeah.
oh, stuff is coming, Dave. Stuff is coming.
It's coming. Oh yeah, there we go.
Remember the whole Blood Brothers, that 6-issue crossover story
Yes,
with between all the titles. Remember there was shady like Multivex that there was a subsidiary of Oscorp and stuff because Liz runs Oscorp now since
Yeah.
both Harry and Norman are dead. Yeah.
We get a mention
right.
of Seward Trainer as well. I love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
the word trainer's going to be back by the end of this. Wheels are in motion, children. Yes.
Dave is just waiting for Judas Traveler.
Hey, we get one more appearance of Judas Traveler before the end of the '90s Clone Saga. So
Yes. And he's back in the regular comics. Remember Ray in?
Yeah, that's right.
he showed up in an X-Men book.
That's crazy.
Well, he travels, man. He travels.
That's his namesake. Yeah.
I love Judas Traveler.
It's not false advertising, is it, Dave?
No.
No, when I get J.M. DeMatteis on again, I'm going to
Oh.
ask about Judas Traveler.
Yeah, ask him because I think he had plans for Judas Traveler that he didn't really get to do. So yeah, ask him about Judas Traveler. He's probably gonna be like, "Boy, no one asked me about Judas Traveler."
He's a fan for everything. Yeah, yeah. I think the most striking thing for me across these two issues was the huge swarm. Like I thought that was awesome. Like it was at the end of the first issue 9, then you see it in issue 10, just the multiple faces, and him just they whatever just growing in power. It was really good. So
it's a great visual. Really, honestly, it's a nice visual, and it really reminded me, Ray, when it looked really cool when he saw sort of his face formed by the bees. Like I could imagine that on animated or even live action, looking really cool. Very MCU like. You see that kind of thing and it did remind me a lot of Sandman, who was one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. How he could form shapes.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you're thinking about it now in today's day and age, like Swarm would be quite beloved, right? Because we've got to protect the bees. So, if Spider-Man touched at least one of these bees, there'd be just hell to pay from society. I mean, bees are the bedrock of our culture. So, Swarm, a lot more important than how Dave. I don't know. Have you ever come across that, Dave? Phil? Like people are saying that bees.
Oh yeah, because it seems like the bee population's going down.
Bee population's going down. We've got to protect them because they're essential to the ecosystem.
Yeah, like pollinate and stuff.
Essential to the ecosystem. Yeah, Dave. They're very important to the fabric of our ecosystem. Yeah,
because they make honey and stuff.
Well, because they carry pollen and
they help the vegetation and
they're not the only ones, like moths and other flying things, but still, bees are apparently
this is all
quite.
News to me.
Oh,
the
okay,
movie, but-
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
No,
I
this
know
is,
they were
Okay, well you're onto it, Ray. Big time.
yeah, this whole thing. So Swarm
Save
would
the
be like
planet,
a,
Ray. Save the planet.
he would be a
Save the
hero.
planet with Ray.
Yeah, Swarm would be a hero. You
What if
know,
the
how
bee
do we?
stings you and you kill it? That's what I always
We no jail.
Jail.
Oh.
If it stings you though, because if they sting you, they're dead. Man. Anyway,
You still get manslaughter, Dave. So
I didn't know this about bees. I mean, I
yeah,
don't
have a
like
look it up.
bees, so-
They're very. It's a hot topic. Bees must be
Really?
protected. So
But
Bees.
I think I remember last time when we announced we were doing these, and Dave was like, "How dangerous can bees be?" But what about that scene where like Swarm sends some bees down
Yeah,
like
in the
in the
mouth.
guy's mouth? Yeah.
yeah, that's terrible. Yeah,
Imagine getting
But
stung from the
he sent down
inside.
a lot of bees.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, can you
Did.
imagine getting like stung in the lungs or something? Man, you're all
Copping
you
a
gotta do is
mouthful.
like that throat
Yeah.
swells
true.
up. You're
no,
dead.
No, a lot of bees are dangerous. Like if a lot of bees come and sting.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
But if it's one,
Yeah.
unless you're that, unfortunately, if some people have that condition where one bee
Yes.
sting can kill
Well, you
them,
need the EpiPen. Yeah.
well, those people would be absolutely fucked in this scenario.
Oh, they would, Dave. Especially with the millions of bees here, for sure. No,
They
you'd
would
hope that none.
They would be struggling for any kind of form. What I enjoyed though was during the whole fiasco, Desiree was just enjoying Rent. She was
She
not
was.
aware of the
Rent was
problems.
hard to come by.
Yeah, I'm like,
tickets
wait a minute. Bees are attacking the city. People are in a panic outside, and it's like this show is still going on.
still going on. No, the
I
show.
I mean, I guess
Candle.
maybe they're just like, hey, we can't let these people out of the building. We might as well keep doing the play.
Exactly.
I guess. I don't
I'm
know.
Do you remember
assuming
Light
New
My
Yorkers.
Candle, Light My Candle, the song from Rent,
Yeah.
Light My Candle,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff. Like it's a
I
great,
reckon
great concert.
Yeah, New Yorkers, just tough breed. Just get on with life, even though
Have
stuff's
you
happening.
guys seen Rent? I've seen Rent. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's excellent. Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
about like Rent, and it's about the AIDS crisis in New York and stuff. It's
Okay.
really it's quite powerful actually. Yeah, it's a
Right.
good show. Yeah.
Gee, so this is on a winner. This is like, Rent and bees. It's very topical.
Well, I thought
It's
you were going
great.
to say it was rent and sex because that's what she was offering.
Oh,
I
and
was-
sex as well. Yeah.
I would, if I'm a bad superhero. If this was on the table for me, I would have left the bees to sort themselves out. I'd be enjoying Rent.
Yeah.
I'd come out, see what happened. There's a lot of heroes. My attitude would be there's a lot of heroes.
There's a lot of heroes. Yeah. Let them deal with it. Yeah, for sure.
Let them deal with it. Let me
Dave,
enjoy
Dave
Rent.
would be
Let me-
sharing
let
that.
me
Dave
enjoy
would be sharing that
Desiree.
web shooter. Yeah.
Let me enjoy Desiree. And
Oh my God! You were talking about like the psychic powers are kind of hinting at. What about her power to like change her like dress? Because in that first issue, it's kind of like a bluish green. Look at page 1 of the second issue. It's green. It's
Oh, she's changed it. She's
and I'm
power of-
disappointed. I mean, we've been talking how long, and Dave still hasn't mentioned how good Desiree looked on the date. I mean,
No, she did.
Yeah,
Look good.
yeah.
I was thinking it. Well, I don't want to appear like I'm some sex crazed maniac. Like,
But-
I don't know. Jennifer Love
think that
Hewitt
time
may
has
disagree-
passed, Dave.
Jennifer Love Hewitt may disagree with you, sir.
I'm one of the
Phil,
strongest fans.
Phil, this artist Waringa rings a bell. DC artist. I have a feeling
He's
did
done-
he
he's
do
done Marvel
Catwoman? Okay.
Did he do
Waringo
Catwoman?
sounds very familiar.
You know what? The one you may remember. He was the artist. Again, he's passed away, but it's like he was the artist when Mark Waid was doing Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we're talking about Michael Ringo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Is
a
it? It's
massive
my.
artist. Did he do the
Yeah.
art on this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Waringo. Yeah, Mike
Oh, I didn't
Waringo.
realize
Yeah.
that. Yeah, no, he's a fantastic artist.
Yeah.
Ray. I'm surprised
Yeah.
you don't know him.
Yeah. Like I
No,
said,
I was just saying he rung
Flash.
because I know him from the DC, like more DC
Flash,
stuff.
Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, he did do Flash. Yes. See, during
Fantastic
Mark
Four.
Waid. He did Mark Waid's Fantastic Four. Mark
That's
Waid's
where
Flash.
that is
Yes.
where I'm because I'm doing the read of Mark Wade. That's
Yes,
it.
the Mark Waid
no,
Flash.
he's a-
He
he's
did do those issues.
Michael
Some of those
Ringo. He
issues.
also did
Yeah.
some Deadpool, I believe.
Okay.
I think he did some Deadpool. I could be wrong with that. But regardless, he was an excellent artist. Unfortunately,
good,
he sadly
yeah.
passed away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quite
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
had cancer or something. And
Yeah.
no, I didn't realise that this was his art.
Yeah, that's
actually.
him, yeah.
Now that you say that, I do realise it. I just didn't see the credits.
It-
Yeah, because I think this is where I first saw his art for the first time is in Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay, because I
Artist
just
Michael Ringo, pencil it. Yeah, okay, yeah.
because I remember the Mark Waid Flash run. Wally West has thick eyebrows, and
Oh yeah,
everyone here
the
has
big
thick
hair and
eyebrows.
stuff.
Yeah, the big
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, and I
trademark
believe
Ringo.
that Flash run was kind of almost that was pretty early on in his career.
Okay, was
Um,
it? Okay.
I think.
Oh yeah. It might have been even. Oh no, that's right. That might have been before this. That might be where I saw the first Mike Waringa. Oh, he did like the first appearance of like Impulse too when he showed up in the Flash. Yeah,
He did.
Okay.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. No, Mike Ringo's a real great, actually.
Oh yeah.
And it's a real tragedy that he had so much to offer and was kind of taken from us too long. I'm just bringing up his Wikipedia to see what he actually did.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. He did the Mark Waid Flash. Then like what was it like early 2000s? He when Mark Waid did Fantastic Four, he was drawing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't read the Wade's Fantastic Four.
Oh, it's great.
So-
Oh,
it's-
we're gonna
good. It's good.
Ray. We're gonna cover some of that when we do that March Quantum Zone because Quaylar
Okay,
goes up in
lovely.
that. Yeah.
Love. Okay, excellent. I'm in.
Yeah, he
I
was
love
only
it.
44 when he died. Only
Oh
44
wow.
when he died.
Jeez.
So he was really young, and he was kind of in his prime too.
He was 44. Oh my god.
Jeez, when he was doing this work, then like imagine how young was he? Like,
Well, he was born in
in the
63.
90s.
Born in 63, so in his 30s.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, 30s. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good.
93, 94 is when he did Flash. And this
Yeah,
one
because
was
he
his-
died in the
what,
early
95,
like
96?
yeah like the
here we go.
2000s. Yeah.
90
Yeah, okay.
96, he became the regular artist on Marvel's Sensational Spider-Man, beginning with issue 8 in September 96. He
Oh,
did
that's
it,
the one just before this. Yeah.
all but 8 issues from 8 to 31. Yeah, no, he was a cool artist, man.
It was
He
good.
did a-
Yeah.
He did a fantasy series called Telos that Richard picked for Signal one time because Richard really
Okay.
liked his artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But, that Fantastic Four run's awesome, but it does have the hilarious scene where they go to meet God, and it's Jack Kirby.
Oh,
and we're
really?
supposed to,
Oh yeah.
Nice. Oh, I'm gonna read
Not
that.
nice. No, not nice. Lame.
Oh.
And
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
it
mean,
was-
but it's funny that.
but it was
what I
like,
see.
but when we saw it, when I read it, I was like, okay, yeah. I was like,
Because
yeah.
you really
Best
touch,
news, right?
you really touch upon that. Like where heroes like meet like God, right? You know, that's only
But
stuff.
it's Jack Kirby, dude.
Yeah, I know. But that, I mean,
It's
that's
like,
stuff.
it's like him at the drawing easel, like drawing the Fantastic Four, and things like, oh, this is I forget what it happens, but things like, oh, this
okay.
is amazing, and it's like him drawing thing, and I'm just like, I was like, I'm ready to check out.
Oh, so it's
Like,
kind of like so that reminds me. What was it, Grant Morrison's Animal Man or something, where
It's
you
like
have
that, but lamer.
yeah,
It's like that, but lamer.
okay,
Yeah, it's almost played more for laughs.
okay,
And a lot of people, though, this is the hilarious thing. A lot of people on the internet reference that as like the highest point, and I'm like, to me, that was
What of Wade's run or
yeah,
or
they're
FF?
like, oh, it was so
okay,
amazing. They went to heaven and it was Jack Kirby, and I was like, it was so obvious to me. I was like, that's
Yeah.
just such an obvious thing to do.
oh, okay,
You know?
yeah.
Like I was just like, no. I was like Dave reading it. I was like, no.
Oh, it sounds. I'm curious about that now. So
The run is good. The run
Yeah.
is good.
cool. I don't know what else is there to say about this. Basically, I mean,
But I
Let's
mean,
sum it up.
Swarm
we
gets
talked-
defeated.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Waringo's art, and it's like, yeah, it's like the whole thing was Swarm, like a humanoid made up of just all bees. I mean, that
Mhm.
could go horribly wrong artistically, and Waringo made it.
Yeah. Yeah, he gives him those big goggly red eyes, which is
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
cool. So what
He's
So what happened? Oh, yeah, they
characters are very
released.
expressive.
Yeah, that was it. I loved how there was a little bit in it as well where the scientists and Ben Reilly convince Swarm that they have to go up to the tower. Like, so they had a covert, reason to go up there.
Well, yeah, Swarm wants them to fix like the field
Yeah.
or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll do it, and like,
But we have to get up there. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna like, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that was a pretty clever way of getting up there because there's a lot of stuff they have to do to get rid of Swarm, so that would have been very noticeable, but they've just kind of deceived him. Yeah, and then they let off is it the sound? Harmonic energy akin to an electromagnetic pulse. It targets a specific vibratory pattern, and so it disrupts Swarm again. So off he goes. Do we know where Swarm is now these days? Has he popped up, Phil? Do you know?
I think he. I mean, I'm sure he's propped up since this, but I can't remember. Again, like at the end of this story, they're like, to imprison it, you basically capture the queen bee. Because I don't know if I guess that's
Oh,
where
that's
the
right. Yeah,
intellect
yep,
is stored or whatever. Yeah, and
yep,
all you gotta do is keep that bee prisoner.
yeah.
So thank you for explaining that. So is that why he picked up 1B at the end?
Yeah, yeah, that's a
I think it
queen.
was like the
Yeah, that's a
queen bee is
queen
basically
bee.
like the
Yeah.
How
brain
did
or
he
whatever.
know that
Yeah.
though? How did he know that that was the queen bee?
I guess they look different. I think they're a bit bigger or something, aren't they?
But
That's what I
like,
was assuming.
but out of all the bees that would have fallen down,
I know. Yeah, that was a bit of suspension of disbelief. I mean, look, because
okay, all right.
he shoves his hand in like a pile of like there must be thousands of bees. Oh, there
If
it
not
is. He
millions.
says, if not millions. He goes, there she is. So yeah, he picked it out like a dirty
So
nose.
it's a bit of comic
Yeah.
book fun,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way you'd have to sift through those millions of bees.
Well, think about bees and think about how they'd be everywhere through New York. How could you possibly find just one?
Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean,
Specifically,
you'd be hoping that she was in the pile that was around the institute, but you're right; they're all over the place. So
I mean, I'm such an idiot. I know nothing about bees. I've never seen a queen bee. Are they bigger?
I
yeah,
think they are. Yeah.
I've never seen. Have you
Alien.
seen one
You
in real
know,
life?
Dave. You know, Aliens. It's kind of like
Yeah.
that. Queen,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
alien queen. She's like massive compared to the others. Like,
But where does
it's
she live? Is she in the Is
she's
she
in
in
the
the hive?
hive.
Just
Yeah.
like she doesn't fly around.
No. She lays eggs. Her main purpose is to lay eggs. And her, and to get fed and make sure she's all healthy.
Does she
And the
look like a
drum.
bee, or is she
Yeah,
slimy thin?
but no, no, no. She's a bee, but I think I mean, from memory, we've got a big book on bees. It's a kid's book, but like it.
I love it.
Anyway,
I love it. I'm
yeah,
all over
but
it.
she's a bigger version of a bee. Yeah,
I'm just looking. I'm just looking at the history here because,
yeah.
yeah, you know that one flashback panel where it showed like Spider-Man, Iceman, and like Angel fighting him. He's like, I fought
Oh, yeah, yeah,
champions. His first
yeah.
appearance was in the Champions,
And then
Champions number
Champions.
14. Yes,
Yeah, right.
1977. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that would have been a reference.
yeah, created by Bill Mantlo and John Byrne.
The
Mantlo,
Swarm
okay.
by Bill Mantlo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So back in probably the early '80s, if it was Bill Mantlo.
And they didn't get into it here, but I knew this. Yeah, but it's like, yes, he was a scientist working for Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
Nazi beekeeper.
Wow,
Yeah,
those Nazis sure got around, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They really did. Like, they're just like, of course he was a Nazi, and it kind of makes sense because he's such a little prick, as well. Like, he wants to destroy the whole world. He wants to do this. He wants to do that.
I love the whole idea that the collective mind. You know how they talk about the hive mind and how that's how they kind of when they ingested him, like his consciousness became integral to their hive mind. So that's how he's able to control them. There's some really fantastic but pretty props to coming up with that idea, like Mantlo and Byrne. That okay, so hive mind. Let's actually have something made of bees, but there is a consciousness that kind of binds it together. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think it's cool. I mean,
Cool idea.
look, it's what I call these two issues. They're kind of like harmless fun.
Yeah,
they're
very
just straight down the middle. You could hand this to your kids, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's not Alan Moore doing Spider-Man. It's basic stuff, but it's done well. It's executed well. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's two issues, and then at the end it ties up and leads into the bigger story with whatever her name is in The Office, Harry Osborn's wife, talking to that person, and you're like, oh, intriguing. And we get the Desiree scenes, which are nice, and we get the mention of Rent. Well, it's all part and parcel. Like it's all tied up in a bow, given to you. And Mike Waringo on art. I'm giving it 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it about a 7 out of 10. I think it's really good. It's fun. It's really throwaway, but I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just
No.
it's a lot of innocent fun. It has all the ingredients of a Spider-Man book. Like it's you got wacky, like out of this world villains, but it also has that relationship Ben Reilly and Desiree, and then you have a little bit of Peter Parker and Mary Jane. So it's got all of those kind of relationshipy things that Spider-Man comics have. So yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with it because it really doesn't offend in any way. Like it's not making huge sweeping statements. It's just a bit of fun, and actually full credit to tying into Onslaught as well. As I said, they picked a villain that somehow was affected by it and wants to regain power, and yeah, it happens to be Swarm. So
Yeah, it's done well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed this. I mean, I give this an 8 out of 10, or so yeah, that's a B.
yeah. It's good.
And
Yeah,
I'm
looking forward.
intrigued. I'm intrigued, frankly, to go further because they're clearly sort of bringing us into. Peter had the powers and he was sticking to the ceiling and then fell down. So the powers are coming back. You've got Mary Jane, so heavily pregnant. You've got the links to what seems like the wider conspiracy, which potentially may pay off the whole Clone Saga. I'm intrigued. Yeah, I was like, and you know what? I do love Ben Reilly because as I'm reading these issues, I expected him to be so more lame and the stories to be so more lame, but I'm like, they're fine, they're good.
Oh, he's a lot lamer now, Dave. So,
No, but I'm talking about then.
Yeah, I know, no, but then he's pretty. Then he's pretty much your Spider-Man substitute. Like he does everything that Spider-Man, like Peter Parker does, Spider-Man proper.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean,
so yeah,
genetically, he is Peter Parker. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like he fits the bill quite comfortably, and I think he does really well. It was really good that before we got him very insecure and not sure of himself. We saw that very early on, right, Phil? When he fought the likes of Venom back in that early times.
Yeah.
But I like his evolution now, and like he's had those big talks with Peter Parker, and now he's the Spider-Man. And at this stage, he is the true Peter Parker, the Spider-Man. So he's fit in really well, and so now in this moment in time of the Clone Saga, he's just humming. I think he's just he's the Spider-Man. So
yeah, he is. And no, it's all a lot better than I expected, frankly, because I only knew it from reputation. I think, honestly, the creative people wanted it very good. I think they had a challenging assignment, and I think that they do the best they can as well. Like, it can't have been easy to keep pumping out this product to strain a story out, very soap opera-like, but over so many titles. Like, one thing I'm struck by is just how many Spider titles there were at the time. They must have really been selling well because...
just cashing in. It's X-Men and Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, but think of things now. It doesn't feel like... I know there's a lot of Spider product out there, but I'm sure they're not selling anything like the same kind of numbers at all.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, Phil, we did this... Get this. I want to get your perspective on this, Phil. On Signal this week, we did a... there was something come across my desk that the new Robin comic with Tim Drake is selling 2,000 copies per month. I mean, that's awful.
I mean, that Robin comic, the story's all right, but that art, I do not like that art. It is not for me. It is horrendous, in my opinion.
Who is it? Do you know?
I have to look this up, but I mean, just like it's the art is so. It's not realistic at all. It's like people have like huge long necks and heads, and it's.
I'm not a fan of that.
Very abstract.
But no matter what's going on, 2,000 comics is not acceptable at a bat office book to me.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking shocking. That to me tells me that either they're maybe the quality, but they're definitely not reaching the readers, and their distribution is terrible. Their marketing is terrible. There's almost no point in putting that book out if it's selling 2,000 copies per month. In my opinion, like it's
you're just gonna run off the story.
Riley Rossmo is on the art. I'm not familiar. So, but yeah,
what was the name?
Riley Rossmo. I'm not
Never heard of it.
familiar. Yeah. Maybe it's a newcomer, but yeah. I think the art is a big turnoff to this book. And again, if it wasn't Tim Drake, I wouldn't even be attempting to read this
I've
book.
got an idea. Well, I've got an idea. We exhume the dead body of Mike Wieringo, invoke dark power, and bring him back to life, just to write Robin. Ray, what do you think? Have you got necromancy powers to do that?
Oh yeah, Clato Verata Nictum. Yeah,
Arise! He comes out all vampiric, and you're like, if you want your blood, you have to write Robin. He's like, okay, I will.
Yeah, come on, Ray. I heard you have Khonshu's cell phone number. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I just need to sacrifice a few more virgins. So
You do. You really need to go. Oh, by the way, I had I guess we're kind of wrapping up, but I had a question for you guys. Happened in Florida. I came up on my news feed just before the show. A bar owner, a guy owning a bar, he came across this guy urinating on his bar, and he pulled out his gun and shot him in the stomach. As far as I'm concerned,
wow.
I'm kind of like, it's kind of Punisher style. But he's in trouble. He's the guy died. Everyone's
He
crying
died.
about
He
the
did
guy.
die.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the guy died. He was a gut shot. He died. And the guy said self-defense. He went self-defense, and they said no, we don't think so. And I'm just kind of like, hey, you're pissing on someone's property. Shit escalated, yeah, but maybe you shouldn't have done that in the first place. That's my opinion. What do you think, Ray?
Oh, just like who hasn't pissed on other people's property? It doesn't warrant death. Does it really warrant death? I don't know. I'm feeling a little
I go by the
bit.
Frank Castle rules, though, Ray.
Yeah,
Frank Castle rules. And like Frank Castle on a bad day, he's grumpy. He sees some guy pissing on his van, he'd probably shoot him.
Yeah.
But self-defense. That's not a weapon in his hand.
It could be.
Nice one. Well, hey, it happened. I was kind of like, I'm always kind of like one of those guys. They're like, oh, someone broke into the house and then he got shot dead, and people are like, oh my god, it was too extreme. I'm like, no, you invaded someone's house.
I
think a home invasion, I think, is very different. Yeah,
especially if you have like a family, you got a wife, girlfriend, or children.
Someone
pissing, that's totally different. Yeah.
Someone who's drunk and maybe just pissing on a thing. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if they're drunk, can't you just like push them out? Can't you just like beat their ass and like throw them out or something?
I go by Dodge City rules. I go by Dodge City rules, and that's what happened, man.
I don't know how far this goes. It's like, cut me off in traffic. Dave's like shooting people.
GTA. I go by GTA rules.
GTA.
How many prostitutes do you have in your trunk, Dave, right at this moment?
Look, I mean, there's been a lot of stops for coffee along the way, and you roll down to the thing, beep beep beep, and they come in. And, we've all seen it before. We've all been there. Hey, look, I'll say this, and this is dark as fucking hell, but I'll say it anyway. In GTA, I've known people who take a gun to the park in GTA and they just start picking off bystanders.
What?
Yeah, that happens in GTA, man. Because what happens is once you start doing it, your rating goes up with the cops. I mean, it's common. So what I used to do is I used to get a sniper rifle. You'd go up to the hill and you boom, and you actually pump out cars and stuff and cause massive traffic accidents and stuff. And what's so unrealistic is you're miles away. Okay, you've got the sniper rifle. And then the cops automatically know where you are no matter what. So you could be walking along, like literally this has happened in GTA. GTA 5, you're walking along like what's kind of like their Grand Canyon. And there's like a chairlift and all this shit going on. There's no one around. Like it's a perfect crime. Pull out your pistol, boom, boom. And they go down. And then instantly the cops know exactly where you are. It pisses me off because it's like, did the crime even happen? And...
They got you tracking. They got a tracker on you.
They got tracking on you, right? It breaks the game. Like right. There's no witnesses, and yet they know exactly where you are. And you've got to run away from them.
I better save this audio. I feel like some Australian court's gonna want this for people who get A or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought Facebook jail was bad. I think
Dave's had real jail.
Look, hey, guess what? Facebook jail was nothing. I didn't even know I was in it. I was doing my normal shit, mate.
In my mind, I was free.
You were free. You were just
And
The situation
the only
normal.
The only thing was I couldn't spam the show, and it was annoying. But I was like, oh well, whatever. And then I was like,
Couple of days later.
What are you doing? What are you spamming?
like, you spam out like you share the show to all the
You
different
showed
users.
it. To all the
yeah,
people.
yeah.
And I can see the stats of like where it's gone and stuff, but I couldn't see them, and
Yeah.
it was annoying because it's one of my favorite things to do when I'm sitting back on the couch and stuff, and I couldn't do it. But if that's as bad as Facebook Charlie is, it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't
It
like
was
I was
easy.
denied food.
Easy.
I could still look at adult
Just
sites.
like
There's
just
plenty
like
of stuff I could do.
high school detention. Yeah.
It was like high school detention, right?
Yeah.
Spamming
And you come to-
spamming Facebook, killing people in the parks. Good to be a gangster,
Yeah,
huh?
that's
Yeah.
a gangster, just living a gangster life, man. And I come across some guy pissing on my bar. Well, you know what? It's gonna fucking
You're gonna. Here you go. Here you go.
Oh my
See what I'm
god,
saying?
oh my god! After this conversation, I'd be afraid to use the bathroom in your house. Oh my!
Oh no, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You missed the bull by 6 inches.
Exactly. When there's nothing left on the toilet seat, you're fine. So.
I love it. Well, we've learned a lot this episode. We've learned about Facebook
We have.
Jail. We've learned
I
about
felt I've
memes.
grown.
We started
Yeah.
with Jennifer Love Hewitt, and now Dave's on
Yeah.
a killing spree. Yes.
Jennifer Love
Yeah,
Hewitt.
he's loving it. I mean, like, yeah, again,
Party
bad.
five.
Do you know, Dave? They call us the Bad Babysitters Club. I think that's kind of
Yeah, I think it's
exclusively.
fitting. It's fitting.
Lilith calls
Mostly.
you the Bad Babysitters Club because she says Justin's the good one. She said, "You guys, you're the ones who let me stay up all night and eat
We're out of
candy." And
control.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
We've learned too, man.
I'm the one
I
that
wonder-
kind of gives maybe a little bit of candy. Dave's full on taking out the porn and showing the kids. So
Oh, come on, Ray.
Dave's like, "Oh, you want to watch a rated R movie? Nah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
you're
ahead, go
5.
ahead.
Whatever.
I'll be
I
on
don't
the couch. Whatever, kids. Whatever. It's good stuff.
sex, violence. Go ahead, 5-year-old. Go watch that. Yeah, yeah.
Look, hey, we've all got our own styles of parenting.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
They've got to learn sometime, Ray.
That's it. So School of
As
Hard
if you're not
Knocks.
brainwashing your kid with Khonshu. Come on.
Oh no, unabashedly, yeah, for sure.
it's
Actually, he was watching. Finn was watching some. I got him onto, snuck him onto some YouTube. The best fight scenes of the Moon Knight TV series.
Oh, good.
He was loving it. Yeah, he wants to watch more Moon Knight. And unfortunately, but the funny thing is that unfortunately, there's only so much. There's like only 10 minutes apparently of Moon Knight in the whole series.
Give him that Daredevil hallway fight scene.
Oh,
The Netflix show?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah. I try to.
Give him Punisher. Give him Punisher.
Oh,
That's for a later date,
Dave,
Dave. Later date. Like, I have introduced him to Daredevil, and Spider-Man, of course, and Moon Knight.
Cool.
Punishers. I'll wait for that Dwayne
11.
Szynski run. Yeah, the Garden 6
Oh,
hours to
no.
kill. I'll wait for that a bit.
What
later.
Punisher
I've
Max?
got something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
say he goes to school and he comes home one day and it's a sad story. I got beaten up or I got bullied, and you say, "You got bullied, did you?" Okay.
Uncle Dave says, "Shoot him."
Yeah, let me show you a show, and you play him just like Frank Castle, and then you go, "See, that's what you should do. That's what you should do. That's don't back down." And I'm just saying, it's just an idea, Ray. It's just a theory. Put your kid to the test.
I can just imagine like Phil post edit, like while you're saying that, Dave, like Capes and Lunatics do not endorse any of this behavior.
Oh, I should have the scroll ready for Dave every month. Be like,
Single
just going
dude
along the
does.
bottom.
Single dude does endorse it. We're comfortable with it. Well, I think we've said everything we need to say. 7.5 from
Swarms.
us, 8 from.
That was
from
good.
Phil.
Capes
I
and Lunatics
enjoyed
do
it.
not endorse this foreign entity that.
It was good. 2 issues
Yes.
of fun. Just got from A to B. Now we're into the nitty gritty. We want to learn more about
I
Liz
want to learn more.
and
I'm trying
Desiree,
to
of
think
course.
Oh, hey! Our June episode. That's going to be the end of the '90s Clone Saga.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But in June, you guys will know who the mastermind is, and
Yes.
I have a
spell it
guess.
out.
I have a guess. I thought of it today. Omega Red.
How did you guess that before?
All right.
All
It came
right,
back
there's
to me,
okay.
didn't it?
Here's a hint. It's not an X-Men villain.
I was about
Okay.
to say Wolverine, but is Wolverine behind it all?
Who else is there? I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Who have we?
A
guessed
tumor.
them?
A tumor. A
Tombstone?
tumor.
It's not a tumor.
What's that guy's name? The High Evolutionary.
But Wyndham, yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
who he is, but I know his name.
Yeah.
The High
Oh, did you see
Evolution.
that? I guess we're getting. I think we're getting a version of the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the
In
Galaxy
Guardians,
3.
yeah.
In fact, that's
Can't
where I
wait.
saw his name. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never
yeah.
actually read a comic with the High Evolution. In my
He's
life,
good.
but,
He's a scary villain. Like he's
He's like
yeah.
a geneticist, is he?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. It's
yes,
like
yes.
Mr. Sinister. Yeah.
I love Mr. Sinister. In fact, I'm going to read that comic that came out, I think, last week. It's like Nightcrawlers or something with all Sinister's.
Yeah.
I thought that seemed cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh,
I
look,
like that kind of
Noel,
stuff.
Noel's up. Good morning, Noel.
Hey, good morning, Noel.
Good morning, Noel. I've made some comments that may come back to bite me, but
No.
so, check out Jennifer Love Hewitt. You know what? Imagine this. Phil, you got the guy from Star Trek. What if I got Jennifer Love Hewitt? That would be a
What a
coup.
boon.
I think somehow me and Dave need to do like a combined interview with Jennifer Love Hewitt somehow.
Can I say
Lovely.
this would be me, Jennifer? Can I just make this comment? You're so fucking hot. Like, it's just, I'll just start it there, just so you know what we think of you. You know, like we think you're up here. You know, we're like the little peons beneath, but like you're up here. And maybe she'd be like, "Well, thank you." You know,
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, you're the kind of people who kept me on the air for 20 years. You know.
I don't know, maybe I just think it'd be more like, yeah, I've heard this for the last 20 some years. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And the checks keep coming in.
But not from
So,
Australia, so
Something's working. You know.
yeah, exactly.
I want to get her on the show, big time. Big time. I watch 911 when she's on. Michelle watches her, and every time she's on screen, I say she hasn't lost her look. She's still so good.
Oh.
Michelle says to me every time, you don't need to say it every time.
Yeah, exactly.
She's still so good looking. Anyway. Look,
Anywho.
it's like 3 a.m. here, so maybe.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and how many hours of podcasting have you done today? 8.
Yeah, Ray's done.
I was gonna say you did a 5-hour Signal of Doom.
Oh, that was on Friday. That was Friday.
Oh, that was on Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
But you did one of your Into the Night things.
Yeah,
right?
just before this one.
Oh,
yeah.
so Ray probably has done the 8 hours of podcasting this week.
No.
Poor old Ray.
Doing a bit of catch up. Jeez.
I mean,
Ray, I've got a question. Is the Chuck Dixon Moon Knight Omnibus out yet?
No, end of March. Okay,
because I'm going to get that because I really enjoy
I'll let you know. Don't worry. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Can you get me a signed copy by Chuck as well? Could you do that for me as well?
You probably can.
I probably
Like,
I was gonna say, you talk to him more than anybody, Dave.
I do talk to Chuck. Chuck's in good form, actually. So
I'll maybe come to you to ask for that.
Slide me one copy of your Moon Knight Omnibus.
Wait, what's this? No, 10,000 hours makes you an expert. Yeah, I think Ray did that this week. 10,000 hours.
I almost hit that in a month of Signal of Doom.
Hardly. I'm behind in my shows. Far out. You guys keep on rolling on. I'm behind. I've got to catch up. Yeah. Anyway,
got to crack the whip even on yourself, Ray. Come on.
that's it.
You got to. You need to start to like the whip.
Whoa!
Jeez, David. Another insight.
I was going to say we're learning a lot about Dave this week.
We are learning a lot. Jeez.
What's happened is I'll tell you what's happened. I'm exhausted. It's like 5 a.m. here. I've had no sleep. I've been talking.
It's like
for
truth
hours.
serum, huh?
Yeah, it's just, what's the worst that's going to happen? Am I going to be put back in Facebook jail? I'm not even scared of it. It's nothing.
No, exactly.
It's zero.
You get put in Twitter jail.
Oh my God, he's gonna get the prison tattoos because he was in Facebook jail. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Doing my time in there.
Get a tattoo tear.
Hard time. Yeah. It's, well, I mean, let's take.
Did
it back
my
to the
beard is
mark of
nothing.
GTA. Anyway, all right. Let's get you boys get some sleep. Yes.
Next month we're gonna be doing Amazing Spider-Man 416 and Spectacular Spider-Man 238 and 239. Those Spectacular Spider-Mans, I think those are the ones. I think we're gonna find out what was going on with that new lizard.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you this: 416 has a cool picture of all the Avengers.
Yeah, it's like the aftermath of Onslaught.
Yeah.
It's like
cool.
Yeah, Phil as well. I might just ask you now. I might as well. Love to if you can shoot us over like a list of what you guys are doing up and coming over the next months or so. I want to catch up on my feedback
Okay.
giving. So I'm hoping to pick ones, a bit further out, just so I've got some time for it.
Oh yeah. I'll
That'd be
send
good.
you a list. Don't worry.
And the Quantum
I'm
Zone
not
one
gonna,
for
I'm
sure.
not gonna do
Yes,
anything,
definitely.
Phil. Sorry, I'm not gonna do anything, Phil. I'm far too lazy.
No, that's.
I
You're
wish you all
busy,
the
Dave. You're
best.
doing 5-hour shows. I mean, I know.
I can send an audio impersonating Dave if you want.
That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, an AI. Yeah, can you imagine how
AI.
out of control an AI Dave would be if he was like highly caffeinated?
Jeez.
Hello. This is the president of the Jennifer Love Hewitt fan club calling in.
Come on in.
I didn't know the ghost of Gardner Fox was president of the Jennifer Love Hewitt fan club.
Oh, by the way, the biographer of Gardner Fox is coming on in
Ooh.
March.
Yeah, nice
We're
one.
going to get deep. We may actually perform a seance to raise the ghost
Oh,
and speak
Oh,
to him.
lovely.
That might actually.
Can I get video? I want to get video of that.
Yeah, and we're gonna. I actually feel that we may channel Gardner Fox in the call. I've
Do
got
it.
a feeling he's on my shoulder right now, just waiting to be let out to type
Yeah.
up a few Justice League stories.
Fantastic.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if like ghosts were actually visible and they could be employed by DC? And he's like, we've got the ghost of Gardner Fox doing Justice League again, and you can see him like gentleman ghost there with like a pen like typing away.
There'd still be trolls though, Dave. I'm sure there'd still be trolls as they always are. So yeah,
You'd
yeah.
be like, oh my dear boy, I'm working on a new story. And
No, that's
yeah,
not. How do you say it again? You had a good impersonation of him.
Oh, he's like,
yeah.
oh, how do you do, boy? How do you do? I'm Gardner Fox. I've written 4,000 comics. And he's always typing.
Where does the paper go in these new fancy typewriters? I don't know.
Exactly. They're shoving it in.
Yeah. It's
All right. Well, yeah. Let's.
All right, yeah, so let's get out of here. Ray fell asleep like 20 minutes ago. All right.
Exactly. I'm on muscle memory. Yeah, I'm asleep now. It's just
So yes, join us next month, kids, for those issues. And again, send us feedback. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And again, new thing here. If you want to find the social medias, all our YouTube videos, merchandise, go to our new website, kids, tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. And I know that's a big address, so the link is in all the show notes, the YouTube videos, the podcast episodes, the links there. So yes, go to our website. You can actually sign up with your email. We will send you a notification when a new episode goes up. So
cool.
So Jennifer Love Hewitt fan club, sign up. All right.
$5 entry fee.
Whoa.
Nice.
All right.
Dancing dollars. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I have to say Dave for last. Okay, Ray, where can people find you? The 20 podcasts you do.
Oh, please just have a look at the handle there down below my name there, Scarlet Pimp Ray. It's at Ray Pod. For those on the video, just check that on Twitter, Discord, Facebook. There you'll find links to the shows, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, To Know As to Fear, the Spider-Woman podcast, and Predator and Prey, the Yautja podcast. A lot of fun to be had there. Always happy to talk comics. Always happy to say hello. Always happy to talk West Tigers, the best team in the NRL. Go check them out.
Wow.
Who won today? They won today, 36-4. They smashed the Raiders. Thank you very much.
Wow.
So I'm going to put the public pressure on you, Ray. Your co-hosts are down for it. When are we doing this Batman Predator crossover?
Oh, yeah. I'll have to speak to the fellas. I'm happy. I've got all those issues and trades. I'm happy
talked
to read.
Justin. He's down for it.
Happy to read them, as you know. Any opportunity to see Batman under pressure is always good.
My favourite.
He does his best work under pressure.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
Prep time, baby. Prep time.
Oh, God, prep time. Jeez.
That's it.
You take down Galactus. All he needs is prep time.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Oh. All right. I feel like we haven't heard enough from this gentleman today. Dave, where can people find Signal of Doom and all of your fine products?
Yep. surely they'll find me in bed alone. No, you can find me at you can find me at Signal of Doom on like Twitter, Facebook, everything. Just type in Signal of Doom, I'll come up. And yeah, I mean, if you want a good time, come to Signal of Doom. You know, join our Patreon, become part. I need something to feed my gambling addiction at this point. So I need something to cover the losses. I need something to cover the alcohol, the cocaine, and the cognac. Don't come for free. So
Wow.
Exactly.
I need you to really pump in those dollars, and you know, and then we'll see what happens. We've done 300 episodes, and Rich is looking forward to 300 more. Jesus.
Yep.
Okay.
Dave is also available. Dave's also available for
lunches.
lunches, food court lunches.
$25. $25 cash to me, and you
Yep.
have to buy me the food court lunch. You get an hour of my time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And motivational speeches as well, Dave. Motivational
speeches. I will
speeches.
do weddings,
Yep.
answering machine
Bar
messages.
mitzvahs. Yep, exactly.
Bar mitzvahs, of course. Very
Ah.
strongly pro-Israeli. So yeah, all available.
Are you going to do that? Oh, are you going to be on that website? Oh, what is that website where this some of this like lesser known
OnlyFans, is it?
celebrities? No, not OnlyFans. I don't want to see him naked. No, no, the one
Yeah,
where you
you
can
mean
like
like
pay celebrities to
email
like
and
send you
stuff?
messages and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know which one.
100%. I'd be
Yeah.
involved in that. Of course, I would
Yeah.
be involved in that. Yeah, definitely. I'm available, and you know, thank you for having me on, Phil, as well, and a pleasure to always be on, and also chat to Ray as well, as if we haven't
Yep.
chatted enough this
Always,
weekend.
always,
Here
Dave.
we are
Yeah,
again.
always fun.
Yeah.
It's always
We
a
are.
pleasure to
It's
have
a lot
you,
of fun.
gentlemen, and especially you, Dave. It's never boring.
Thank you. We learned a lot tonight. We learned a hell
Oh,
of a
we
lot.
learned a lot.
We did.
And that Jennifer Love Hewitt poster is above on the ceiling, not the
On the
wall. for some
ceiling,
reason.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
There it is. I'm still feeling there's a top.
Just don't blacklight it,
somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank everyone for
worries,
listening. Lilith will be back next week. Talk about drugs and shooting people. Lilith will be back next weekend.
Good.
You can't escape it, Phil. You can't.
I don't know. That's my enforcer. All right, kids. But until then, swing on back.